We're heading to find the Lost Peninsula in Michigan. Welcome to Michigan.
Lake Erie, guys.
I'm not completely sure if you guys can see this, but it's the night before our big adventure. And it's snowing. We gotta go more north.
The next day.
So the sun just came up. There's still some snow out on the ground. Doing our final morning preparations before we head out.
Later.
So, our step into the world begins our journey. These are the first steps on our trip. Let me explain the first part of our journey. We are heading to find the Lost Peninsula in Michigan. We are heading through Ohio to a secret alcove that crosses the Michigan border. So as I said last night, we have a big journey ahead of us. We're on our first steps towards finding the Lost Peninsula.
Look, I'm excited for this one, bro.
With the ducky.
Along our way, we have very specific challenges. So I'm going to leave a duck at all of our locations. We have 4 ducks, 4 stops. Forgot our other challenge that I gave to myself. We'll get back to you in just a second. So as we begin our Exploring Michigan series, our first destination is the Lost Peninsula of Michigan. This is one of 4. I was randomly fooling around on Google Maps when I came across this little outcrop of Ohio that wasn't part of Ohio, and I got curious. So I zoomed in on it and checked it out and everything, and then I Googled it and found the history of the location, and it was quite interesting and unique. I'd planned and known we were going to go to Michigan. I just wanted to make this fun and interesting, make it a video and story worth telling, not just, oh, look at me driving to the University of Michigan just to plant the flag in the ground. I mean, we'll get to that. Gonna get a roll tide. The story goes that during the Toledo War in 1835 to 1836, there was a boundary dispute, determining whether the state of Ohio or Michigan territory would control the area known as the Toledo Strip. After the war, they cut a straight line about 40 degrees north latitude, just north of the mouth of the Maumee River. Sorry if I say that all wrong. The state line went straight across both rivers, and it left a peninsula jutting out, and it was on the north side of the boundary line. So that territory or area of land went to Michigan. Michigan is known for having its peninsulas all over the place, from the upper peninsula to little bodies of land jutting out the side of the mitten, including the thumb itself. Those are technically peninsulas. So this peninsula is unique and interesting because approximately 140 Michigan residents live on this peninsula. But in order to get to the actual state of Michigan, there is no land bridge, no connection of any sort, so they have to drive 10 minutes south into Ohio and then back up into Michigan. There are children who go to school in this area who have to travel through Ohio just to go to school every single day. The peninsula itself is about 250 acres in area. It contains a marina, 2 restaurants, and a bunch of homes. The reason we went to the location you're about to see is because it's a private marina and it's private homes. The restaurants we could have gone to, but we couldn't have gotten down into the water like we wanted to. No, and keep in mind that during this entire journey, there is snow on the ground. It is freezing cold, and our main purpose of all of this, besides the flag, was to go to a body of water.
So, the driving random far distances, we got over an hour and a half to go. I'm gonna put all of my jello in here so we're far away. We've only been on the road for an hour. How does that make you feel?
Well, my legs hurt. I pee.
Yeah?
Pee.
Do you realize how far we've traveled?
I'm pregnant and I've been in the car for an hour and drinking coffee and it's still hard.
An hour away from our location. Greg, do you know what our first goal is?
What's your first goal?
The first major task that we're on this to accomplish is we're taking a glass jar and we're going to go to the edge of the Lake Erie, I believe. Take that glass jar, jam it into the dirt in the water, and come back with the jar of dirt.
We're gonna have a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
That is the whole purpose of this first stop on our journey. It is 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, that's it. And we got a whole day ahead of us. There's a chance by the end of this journey it's going to be nighttime. The final jar of dirt that we're sticking into the water is going to be at night.
This dude just missed the rest stop to take a piss.
Yeah, we'll get back with you.
Wildly confused, y'all, because I thought we were going to Michigan, but there's Nevada. So along the way, we came across some neat, interesting landmarks, buildings, other such. I'm not quite sure what this place is. I'm very interested. I figured some sort of religious temple of some sort, so if you know what it is, drop that in the comments and let me know, please. So as we got to this area, our maps kindly let us know that this is the last actual city in Ohio before we start to step foot on to the Lost Peninsula. So the excitement started to build because we realized we are heading towards the water. Just a few more turns, and bam, we were there. We started to head up onto the peninsula, driving across the coast, heading into Michigan. This is the Lost Peninsula of Michigan. It's part of Michigan, but it's not part of Michigan because the only way you can get here is driving straight to Ohio. I'll see you over at the water.
A few moments later.
Welcome to Michigan.
Lake Erie, guys.
We are currently on the Lost Peninsula. Everything you see behind us is Ohio. Everything in front of us is Michigan. Sadly, we're not going to go stomping through that swamp. It is freaking cold out.
Look,
Really
ain't
cold.
gonna happen.
We're here for two reasons. First, dirt. Look at the ducky. Let's go hide the duck.
I'm gonna hide this duck. Y'all, little G here. I'm taking over the camera. I'm gonna be the one hide the duck. Let's go. Where? Let's do this. Have fun, yo.
Like I told y'all, we are here to get a jar of dirt and water. It is freezing cold. I'm about to stick my hand into Lake Erie for this jar of dirt water. It's cold. I've got a jar. I've got a jar. I've got a jar of ew. 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 Oh,
More dirt than water there, dog.
yeah. It's all sludgy.
I mean, we are near the water.
Oh, give my jar back. I got a jar of dirt.
I got a jar of dirt.
Oh, the ground in Michigan is horrible. Goal accomplished?
Goal accomplished.
Yeah. I just gotta cap it off. That cold water is so cold, so nasty. The cap's over here. Alright, y'all, we just got our jar of dirt. It's really yucky and brown. We're gonna wait for it to settle. Lake Erie, 12/19/2023. How do you guys feel? You traveled around 500 miles for a jar of dirt and water.
I'm happy I got a chocolate muffin.
It was fun, right?
Yeah, I got a cute picture of my girlfriend, so.
It was nasty. The water was yucky. It was freaking cold. It's terrible outside.
and it started taking our foot away from us. We almost took our shoe with it.
Oh yeah, the ducky's out there.
Go find it.
We'll see you guys at Mom's Spaghetti
Oh.
next video.